get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
Yes! Not a headshot. Oh, someone's got no head. And... Gotcha.
What do you go?
Oh, shit.
What you see, I see.
Don't let the Chinese boy cook.
Okay, got Itadori. I am one, though.
Ooh!
Ooh! So, Itadori and Vegeta, what a fucking combo.
Yeah, that Vegeta's like no help, by the way.
Something just snapped. Something inside of me. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about being better than...
He's cracked, and he... fucking idiot.
If you want to stop...
Got her. Got her. Oh, she's dead. No, she's dead. Oh, she's dead. She fell.
Rain on me.
No. No, 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 I am not allowing you to say that. Okay, I just want to say this before I actually talk about the tier list and my opinions on the season. This video is not going to contain anything that's related to the Midas update. That being said, pull up the tier list, X. So, and, oh, yeah, forgot we didn't take away all the... And now I think about it, we didn't change the... God dang it. Yeah, I forgot. X doesn't want the video to be released, so I can't give y'all the full context on... Okay, god dang it, X. Okay, just change everything to what it should have been. At some point, you're gonna have to let me be able to release the video, man. Like, I get you're the co-owner of this channel now, but, like, you can't keep doing this to me, alright? You gotta release it at some point, okay? Alright. This is what the tier list should have looked like. Now, get rid of all the guns that got vaulted last season. Well, technically, the tier list hasn't really changed since my opinions on weapons, well, you know, haven't really changed that much. Like, none of them got, like, huge buffs or anything. Oh, also, just want to say this as well. Clearly, if you couldn't tell, this tier list is not for educational purposes. This tier list isn't this is just a more my opinion tier list. This is a tier list of just my enjoyment levels. Yeah, that being said, put the Harbinger SMG in A tier for me, X. So far, all I can say is this SMG is 100% better than the Hyper SMG from last season, without a doubt. Better damage, better everything. This thing literally has absolutely no recoil, especially if you get Hades SMG. Now, there's actually a little bit of recoil, but I'd probably just say, I just recommend just copy Hades' attachments and pretty much just use it for any Harbinger SMG that you have. Unless you have Hades, which, yeah. But yeah, definitely an easy A tier. Warforge AR, put that in A tier as well. I don't know, I don't really have a lot to say about this one. I mean, I definitely use this, I'd probably say more than a Harbinger SMG. I mean, yeah, than the Harbinger SMG, but I don't know. I don't really know what else to really say or really compliment. Like, this thing's a pretty solid AR. I definitely feel like it's much better than the Stinger, Jesus Christ, Striker AR. Definitely better than a Nemesis in every single way possible. Actually, you know what? Put the Nemesis in F tier. We need to have something in F tier. Then I don't really know what else to really say. It's a good gun. That's all I can say. Gatekeeper Shotgun. Hot take. Put that in S tier. And before I explain why I decided to put that in S tier, can I just say, why did Epic make it seem like the shotgun was like some sort of double barrel hybrid kinda? Like, this gun, okay, its description is like, oh, well, it's best within close quarters. But I feel like the way that they emphasize close quarters, well, I don't know if it says close quarters exactly, but the way that they make it seem like, it seems like it's like it's more of a double barrel kind of weapon, but it really isn't. It's more of a heavy shotgun and obviously I'm talking about the old heavy shotgun. It's more like a tack, kinda. It kinda has the damage of the heavy, just a little bit better. I'd probably say it's a little bit more of a pump, kinda. It's like heavy shotgun mixed with attack, but a little bit extra damage of a pump, and the look of an infiltrator. That's probably the best way to describe this gun. Anyway, one of the reasons why I really like this gun is the fact that for some odd reason, the box mag literally just... If for some odd reason only... When you put a box mag on it, it only has a 2.3 second reload, if I'm correct. It's within the 2 second range. That's insane. Like, and just for it to have 5 shots, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's just illegal in of itself. That too, I feel like its damage is definitely really good. This gun actually takes skill, unlike the Frenzy Auto Shotgun, since I'm not going to use it as much anymore, unless if I kind of have to. And also, I've pretty much used this gun so much in RV Blue, like, ever since the season came out. Like, it's genuinely that fun to use. To be honest, that just goes for, I'd probably say, most of the items within the season. They're all just pretty good and pretty fun weapons. Put that in S tier. I think I already said that, Hicks. Sorry. Huntress DMR. I think this is the technical final weapon within, well, like, gun weapon. Obviously, this isn't the final weapon because, you know, midest and whatever, and even that's only 2 weeks of the season. Still. Put this in C tier. Like, to be honest, the only thing I'll give this DMR credit for is that out of all the DMRs, it's probably the best DMR that's out there. Now, granted, there is only 4 of them, but out of all of them, that being the original DMR, Cobra DMR, which I originally thought was the best one, the Thermal DMR that was in Fortnite Chapter Sucks, Season Ass, and the Tactical DMR, which is in Chapter 4, Season 4. Forgot to mention, original DMR, Chapter 3, Season 3, and Cobra DMR, I think that was Chapter 3, Season 4. Anyway, I think the Hunter's DMR is the best DMR out of all the DMRs, but it's still just the DMR, and even then, I'm a sniper simp, alright? Like, I like sniping, like, there's literally, unless I have to use it, there's no point in me really needing to use it. Even then, all the DMRs are kind of mid, it's just like, they're kind of like scaled on how mid they are. And I'd probably say the Hunter's DMR is the least mid out of them all. Put that in C tier. Red Bull. Put that in... You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit daring. Put that in S tier as well. I know this is a bit crazy to put that there, but... Well, actually, no, it's not. You can actually fly in Fortnite. Now, obviously, you might be like, well, what about, like, the obligatory Nirvana reference? Some people aren't gonna understand the joke, but... Planes! We don't count planes. Planes, they don't exist. But this is, like, you legitimately flying. Like, I'd probably go as far as to say this is probably, like, one of the best movement items ever. Like, I might say it might be better than the Spider-Man mythics, which is, I know, a bit random to say, because, you know, Spider-Man mythics are so good, but I don't know. Like, obviously, it's the wings are not beating Jules' grapple, well, glider, grapple, whatever it's called, which is my favorite movement item in Fortnite history. But that being said, yeah, I think I'll just put Red Bull in S tier. It's good. The Thunderbolt of Zeus, to be honest, put that in. Because, and I did say I wasn't going to mention anything related to the Midas update, but it got nerfed to where it doesn't do that much to builds. But, like, to be honest, just put this in C tier. In my opinion, while it's a fun item, I feel like people give this gun way too much credit for what it actually is. People are way too afraid of this thing. Like, I mean, yeah, if you don't hit your shots, you can easily get punished. but, like, people worry about this thing way too... It's pretty much the exact same thing like the Dragon Ball... Well, the Kamehameha Wave. It's the exact same thing with the Detroit Smash. It's the exact same thing, and people are still afraid of it. Now, granted, I feel like this one isn't as strong as the other, so maybe that's why I'm not nearly as afraid. But, like, I don't know. And even then, if you don't... Like I said, well, I didn't say this, but... Even if you don't have movement, yeah, just shoot them. Like, you only do 80 damage compared to, like, the 100 damage or the instant 200 damage that the Kamehameha Wave and the Detroit Smash can do. So, yeah. The only thing that would probably make this, like, B-tier weapon is if you combined the G Fuel Water or the Gamer Subs medallion and basically become biblically accurate. Sorry, not biblically accurate. Lore accurate Zeus. If you have no idea what I mean, this is what I mean. Yeah, if you've never tried this before, just try it. It's actually kind of fun. Now, it did get nerfed, so I'm not really gonna... This is the reason why I'm not putting it in B tier, because it did get nerfed in build mode, so you can't, like, just shoot people... Well, you can't hit people within builds that much anymore, so it pretty much just got the nerf that... You know what's weird? Just random off... I'm just gonna be off topic for a second. So you're telling me within the first week-ish, 2 weeks of the season, you already technically nerfed... You know, you already nerfed the Zeus Mythic, but you couldn't nerf the repeater rifle when you could literally... I shouldn't be talking about Chapter 4. I always manage to find a way to talk about that season, I swear. Logic. What even is it anymore? Anyway. Yeah, just put Zeus's Thunderbolt in C tier. I mean, it's a fun item, but I mean, unless you're lore accurate Zeus or pretty much just doing instant transmission, there's no real use of using it. I mean, unless you just want to have like a... Unless you want to pull a Justice Rain from above, pretty much. I mean, besides that, that's... yeah. But yeah, C tier, fun item, just think it's kind of mid now, in my opinion. Especially for Zero Build. Okay, done with the tier list. Sorry that took a while. Let me get into POIs. And this is also probably going to explain one of my issues with this season so far, but I'll get into that later. POIs this season are really good. Like, I'd probably say they're probably one of the best POIs we've had within a season in a while. Like, I don't know. A lot of people would say, like, oh, well, Mega City was, you know, I don't know. I don't have a lot of attachment with Mega City that much. Like, I don't know. I just don't have the attachment levels that I do with stuff like, well, I mean, it's probably going to be pretty obvious since I'm a Chapter 2 boy, but, you know, the Agency, Stark Industries, Doom's Domain, even though people probably don't remember Doom's Domain that much. But, you know, those kind of POIs, you know, the Shark, the Grotto. Season's new POIs definitely fit the memorability aspect a lot more compared to other POIs that we've had in the past. Not to say that those POIs weren't good or bad, but yeah, I feel like these POIs are a lot more memorable in my opinion. Obviously, my favorite POI out of the new ones is obviously the Underworld, for multiple reasons. One, well, I'm just gonna count Grim Gate on top of the Underworld, so just that entire area is just my favorite. One, I like Cerberus. I mean, 3-headed dogs, you know, that's cool, obviously. Also, I like a skin, so, you know. Two, I like the Gamer Subs water, and I love the G Fuel medallion. They're both so good. I get that they're pretty much a 0-point effect thing that's basically recycled, but, you know, like, it's not the first time Epic has recycled stuff in the past, so... and even then, it's the medallion's cool anyway. And for number 3, I just like Hades. I'd probably say out of all the mythological gods, he's probably my favorite. Mostly due to the fact that he's, like, probably say the only technical good god. Or at least hasn't done a lot of crazy stuff compared to, like, let's say Zeus or Poseidon, for example. Let's just not even get into them. So, I guess you could call me Persephone, because I do be simping for Hades, though. Also, I really love his medallion as well. Love the siphon. And also, I already mentioned this earlier, but I like his mythic SMG. It's really good. But, yeah, besides that, that's pretty much it for the Underworld and Grimgate, or pretty much just the Underworld area. For the other side, for Mount Olympus and Big Boy Grounds, I do really love Mount Olympus. I think it's probably the most gorgeous out of all the POIs, out of all the new POIs. Big Boy Grounds is probably, I'd say, the most normal out of them all. Like, Big Boy Grounds would be, like, that one new POI that would be in, like, well, this will be an example of, like, a kind of forgettable POI that just kind of exists, you know, like, yeah, that's probably the best way I could describe that POI, and to be honest, that's kind of it. I mean, I guess besides the fact that, like, you know, the story's kind of, like, ramping up, but since, you know, there's not really that much yet, can't really remark too much on the story. I mean, so far, all we know is that, one, obviously the gods are mad at us for, well, Valerie's actions for pretty much opening Pandora's box and releasing a crap ton of souls. Two, some of the mythological creatures, or mythological gods like Aphrodite and mythological creature Medusa, are trying to help us protect ourselves from the gods. Three, the society is dead, and when I mean dead, I mean 3 out of the 5 members of the society are literally dead. Like, that's not a joke either. They died. Like, they're 6 feet under dead. Like, that's how screwed they are. The only ones that are alive are Valerie and Peter. And obviously they're not gonna you can't really kill a collapsed skin. So yeah, Nisha, Oscar, and Montague, they're just done. And obviously, you know, Hope's still around, the Underground's still around, so obviously Jones and Hope, you know, still exist. And to be honest, that's pretty much it. I don't really know too much about the Oracle challenges yet, because I haven't really done them that much, but, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. And that pretty much wraps up everything. Now, obviously, this isn't the end, obviously, there's still more to come. Obviously, I'm going to be working on the Midas video. Probably, I'd say, like, maybe, like, 2 days from now, give or take. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff within the Midas update that I need to do. Like, obviously, I need to do the Floor is Lava mode. I obviously need to test out the Drum Gun, Shield Ball Jr., etc. You know, I got a lot I gotta do. There's that. I don't know if I'm probably gonna stream Resident Evil by the time this video comes out. Not at the exact time, but I will do a stream at some point within the day. At least that's what I hope. And also, at the time I'm recording, it's Resident Evil's anniversary, which is kind of cool, which is also probably the reason why I'm going to be playing the game right now, probably. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream it or not, but I mean, I'm going to at least try. And also, I heard that there was this Marvel X Fortnite comic that was supposed to come out that recently got canceled, which is unfortunate because the no time traveling bitches man, that's right, Kato Thorne, was actually going to make an appearance in it, which kind of would have been cool and also give more lore to Kato, but oh well. I mean, even then, they could easily bring back Kato. They could easily just, like, I don't know, they could pull the Flash, the CW Flash, and just, like, make an excuse and say, like, there's an alternate universe of Kato Thorns. I don't know, they could easily do something like that. And one final thing. I actually made an outro. Well, it's not a permanent outro, it's more of a seasonal outro. And, okay, so, obviously, I went from Nintendo Switch to PS5. Now, for those who don't know, there is no replay mode for Nintendo Switch. There's a replay mode for PS5. So, since I have replay mode, I figured I should make an outro, I guess, kinda, because intros are kind of overrated. And, yeah, that's pretty much my plan. Now, this, like I said, this is going to be a seasonal outro. Obviously, I'm going to do a different outro when next season hits in, like, 2 months from now. And also, I might sprinkle in some new outros throughout every single season. Like, I already have a plan for an outro that I can do for Midest. I got a plan.
We do not care.
You just had to be that guy. You know what, X?
Kill yourself.
Ah!